question. Is it considered a hot take for me to say that, New Leaf has substantially better music than New Horizons? But I forget sometimes, New Leaf actually might be my second favorite Animal Crossing soundtrack, because nothing will ever top GameCube. Which, by the way, I see that Animal Crossing GameCube has a massive overhaul mod available for it now, so that's kind of cool. Worth checking out at some point, maybe? Question mark? We'll see. As for today, though, what we are checking out is not that. What we are checking out today is actually... Why am I talking like this? What we're checking out today is I did a little more work on those, combo rando 5-hit settings. Oh, where is it? There it is. Wait. Controller on first. What's on second? And I don't know on third. Alright, start ROM. It is in my downloads. Rando DLs. Ah, there it is. Stream. I named the folder Stream Test, so I don't forget which one is the important one. Alright, I should really just rename temp at this point to, like, 4x3. Or even just booping. So yeah, we made some changes, for the sake of hopefully this sucking a bit less. Last time, obviously, we had a few problems. First of all, I completely forgot to junk anything, which thankfully didn't seem like it was going to be an issue, but it could have been. We talked about wanting to expand the, I was trying to randomize... The big thing is I was trying to randomize, like, location entrances. And I've kind of just had to accept that location entrances are never going to play nice with this. Let's put chat right here. There we go. Just watch one screen all the time. I just have to kind of accept that location entrances aren't going to play nice because I was fiddling around in settings and I ended up discovering that, yeah, when you turn on interiors, you get a selection for, you know, additional interiors and most interiors. Now, what you would think, looking at that, is that these are an either-or selection. That you can either select the expanded interiors, which covers, you know, stuff like the Temple of Time, the Stockpot Inn, locations that you would theoretically want to go back to frequently. And I was like, you know, I could see that being kind of cool. Like, all these, like, critical locations are all kind of putting... Wait, hold on. Gotta turn down the game. All these, like, critical locations are in a pool together. So it's like, oh, the mask shop might lead to the Temple of Time. Or the Stockpot Inn might lead to a... like the Kakariko Windmill. Like, it's a little bit of a soft interior randomizer that doesn't include shops. When I tried it, it turns out turning on additional interiors, also, without telling you, turns on most interiors. So essentially, interior randomization is an all-or-nothing thing, despite the fact there are checkboxes. And hopefully that's something that gets changed, that's just a bug or something, that by the time the enemy randomizer is done, it gets fixed and I can do it like that, because that would be cool. If not, then, like the seed we're going to do today, I'm just going to flatly turn off interior randomization entirely. I did see, since we were last here, Phil has started doing his own no-hit OOT, but he's still working on the settings, and frankly, I'm not sure about some of the settings he has on. Like, he has, like, every fairy fountain. Every fairy in a fairy fountain is a check. Like, that seems like something that, sure, maybe in just OOT would be fine. But I don't know if I like it for a combo rando. You don't want too many checks, Because otherwise the game just turns into Greg City. Where it's just, here's a fairy. There's a fairy. There's a fairy. There's a junk skull token. There's a junk skull token. There's a junk stray fairy. There's a Greg. There's a Bleg. There's 2 more Gregs. Like, especially with Combo Rounder, you want to kind of keep it snappy. Personally, I think a good kind of settings setup should be where, like, after about, like, 3 to 4 hours, you've made you have access to, like, being able to go just about everywhere. That was kind of the standard, is usually after about 4 hours in MM, Phil was having to start really considering dungeon diving. Looks like Phil's trying to make settings where after about 3 to 4 hours, he has full access to adult. Because he's doing closed door time, which I'm not doing on this. So I think something similar here, where, like, after about, like, 3 to 4 hours, you've got, you know, your basic necessities. You've got bombs, you've got a bow. Maybe you've got, you know, some kind of a grabby device. You've probably done a couple dungeons. Speaking of dungeons, I did look into, bridge access and moon access. So I'm not entirely sure as far as, like, bridge access goes. Or, no, I'm sure as far as bridge access goes. Right now, I have that set. I have both these set to. You need to have 3 rewards. Any 3 rewards will do. You could have a stone, a medallion, and a remain. You could have 2 remains and a stone. So it also gives... Stones have a little bit of value, you know? Like, if you find that Dodongo's Cavern gives you a stone, you're not just like, well, fuck that, and I guess I'm leaving. No, it's like, okay, well, that's free progress towards at least getting access to Ganon's castle. In MM, I know the moon gave you hints as to where masks were. And if that's the case, I'm probably going to leave it at 3. Which is essentially the free one, plus completing 2 dungeons. If the moon is useless in this, I'm probably just going to make the moon vanilla access, along with Majora, and change it where Ganon's castle requires 4 rewards. So, equivalent to essentially doing a child pass through the game. That's kind of one of the big things we're going to look at here. Anyway, enough of that title screen. No, wait, I know what we're going to call this one. Since usually if I have things that are like for like testing, I'll name it like test or testificate. So we'll name it after the sound testificates make. Oh yeah, also in exchange for the fact that I no longer have swapping between games randomized, instead, spawns are randomized. Also, new child model that looks less awful than before. It's still not great, but it's kind of, it's cool. It kind of blends into the adult model. I think it has some custom animations. I think these might actually be like bastardized cafe animations. Oh, yeah, one thing I did turn on that I forgot to turn off is I turned on the 2 tunics for testing purposes. And oops. Forgot to turn that off, clearly. That doesn't change a whole lot. But they're there. That won't be a permanent change. That's just I'm dumb. Yeah, I saw that mist coming a mile away. There we go. I did junk 40 and 50 skulls. Everybody junks 40 and 50 skulls. No point in leaving that there. Jabu is away the hero. South Clocktown is dead. That's actually kind of nice. Fire Temple is dead. And Butler Race is dead. GBT, Shadow, and... Oh yeah, I also didn't junk, No, wait. I did junk the Ocarina of Time and the Song of Time check. So that's just a hard dead temple. Which makes sense, because it's one of the stones. So you theoretically just cannot get the water medallion. I guess you could if you find the, if you find the long shot in the boss key, I guess you could, technically. But interesting that that's effectively a dead temple. It's a free foolish. I'm gonna actually stick adult for now. DC, Snowhead, Forest, Woodfall, Deku. But really the important thing is just knowing which ones are the stones, because those are the hard, like, not required ones. Oh, yeah, one thing I should check. Well, no, we'll check it in a moment here. The first thing we need to check is CAC. So we can grab a couple of very free things here. Including a pair of shop checks, which, now that I think about it, I should have checked the shops in Clocktown. I do have price randomization on. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. Hey, there's that water boss key. See, now that actually works out kind of alright. That's a decent shot. I'm wondering if I turned off price randomization already, because I was leaning towards doing it. Because it was giving me like a bunch of 300 rupee items, even though I had balanced on. Maybe I had. GC Fairy's dead. Alright, we can afford that water boss key. We are a long shot from being able to clear water. You know what? We're already over here. That actually jump scared me. The flame actually jump scared me. Well, we're gonna learn what adult spawn is. Well, that's funny. My two spawns are actually just the two different sides of the whole setup here. Of Castletown and such. Adult spawns on the castle side. Child spawns on the bridge side. That's funny. I was hoping for something a little bit crazier, honestly. This was kind of average. Bland, even. I can just walk right back to CAC from here. Not gonna say I was actively hoping that it would be like Colossus or something, but it would have been funny. Or Crater. Or Forest. Check our skull rewards. 12 red rupees. No skulls. Let's go. I'm gonna wait on buying that boss key. Oh yeah, I did also add a bunch more shared items. So that should help to cut down on the amount of like shared... There was a little bit of unshared fluff still, like bomb chew bags and such. Oh yeah, region. I forgot Region Shuffle was on because several regions were vanilla. Huh. Actually for gore. Hey, a slingshot. I just was like, oh wow, red rupee, and then remembered, oh yeah, that doesn't matter. Nice, slow transition. How weird is it that, like, I didn't... Market is still set to shuffle, as is Kakariko. Like, these just happen to spawn vanilla. Cross game. I'm gonna be so excited when custom models are a thing for MM. So start off with the Ocean Title Deed and a Deku Nut. So yeah, Song Time and Lullaby intro as always. But the only special thing is we're starting with Ocean Title Deed, it seems. I'm gonna need to go and double check that I don't have Ocean Title Deed accidentally set as an auto give item. This has happened a couple times now, and I'm less convinced it's accidental the more this goes on. I actually kind of like not having an MM sword to start. It's definitely a cross-game thing, because I set cross-game swords to be active, and MM swords to be usable in OOT. But I actually kind of like it. It gives more of a sense of, like, going to MM early is a risk, without necessarily, like, stripping you of Song of Time. That's a bomb chew bag. It's like, sure, you could go here, but there's less you can do without a sword early. Nothing. Don't have Goron, so I can't do the baby. I can check one check in here. Technically two. Though the second one will suck. And then we can... I panicked. You jerk. I had the line. I had it. Unfortunately, getting knocked back knocked me off the line. Is there anything at this point that I would want to be adult to find? I guess, yeah. Well, this was not necessarily one of them, but... there's nothing I can do here, actually, right now. Kind of the opening salvo is just finding out what's where. Cross game? Coast. There's actually nothing I can do here right now. Well, no, there is a grotto we can check. Huh. Combo random starts with them on the beach. Interesting. I believe I have these set to vanilla. Yes, these are vanilla. Actually, hold on. Can you tell me what you give me? It doesn't matter because I set these to be junk. The other thought I had, other than doing this as 5-hit, was potentially doing this as, gloom mode. If that gets ported over to combo. Where essentially, every hit you take kills you and removes a heart. If you run out of hearts, game over, file delete, start over. And yes, double defense works on it. So, essentially you could end up with being able to take 40 hits. Which is a lot. But it'd be, I guess, an easy way to ease into it. That's like, 70-star version of this. Then you got 100-star, which is, 5-hit. You get 5 hits. And then there's, 120, which is just straight no-hit. Frankly, I'm amazed that Poe didn't, just fuck with me instantly. I already know where Lake is, so there's good odds that this is a place we're going to have to come back to frequently, and that's going to annoy the hell out of me. I was not sure I was going to make it through there alive. Well, good news, it's not a place I need to come back to a ton, at least. This is probably the place I was most keen on coming back here as child, though. If I can at least scout what's here. adult, I can just climb up here. Let me up. Not required eye drops on gossips. That's always nice to know. Damn it. Now like I should have bought the boss key. A required odd potion is an ocean spider house. Interesting. Very interesting. Bomb chew bag. Can I get that? I think I still need colors to reach that. I can get down here as adult, right? I mean, I can, but I need the scale still, right? Yes. I do wish voice packs were a thing in this. Maybe they are and I'm just unawares. Or maybe they aren't. Who's to say? Man, that shoe would have been so useful here. I kind of wish I'd come this way as child. But I was like, if I run into Death Mountain, I want to be adult. Because that makes it substantially easier to access Goron Shop. Gee, Market's Way of the Hero. Wonder why. It's probably a shop. Also, being adult means there aren't any P-hats up here to mess with me. Although I think this is actually a sealed one. Yep. Did we check River? I don't recall. Yeah, we checked River. That was MM location. That was Mountain. This is our last OT regional check. It's funny, west out of Hyrule Field was west out of Termina Field. Even the color of the rocks kind of makes it look like, you know, yeah, you could conceive that being like beachside cliffs. Sure, why not? Oh, hey, Valley. This, isn't super useful, actually. Hit my head and die. I already know where Lake is, so that isn't going to be an issue here. It's a -3, nice. Alright, now we go, kid. Now we go back, kid. I guess doing Lake as child wouldn't have mattered because I wouldn't have the bombs in the first place. Now that I think about it. So, like, we could do the one check in Valley, but I think we just go straight to MM and check the... Well, we check the market shops, and then we go to MM. And we do our kind of MM cycle here. At the very least, we do the time-critical stuff in Cycle 1. One thing I would love is for them to do, like, clock sync, where, like, the MM clock keeps ticking even in OOT. You'd have to probably do it where, look at that, these models kind of work together. Not perfectly, but better than before. You'd have to probably do clock sync where, like, you have to turn on, that running out of time in MM just starts a new cycle automatically. That dog is locked onto me, yep. No, he's not. Okay. Oh, over here we can do Richard. Can't do bomb shop. No, it's the notebook. Oh, we can do this. Never mind, I thought this required a bomb bag. Nothing a super duper value there anyway. Question. Do you do the thing you do in Ship? No. In Ship, if you talk to that guy, he'll let you out. Note that he will only let you out. He doesn't lower the drawbridge. Frog mask. Okay, so what we are looking for in Ocean Spider House, the odd potion is not the fireplace chest. Very important distinction. I feel like this is definitely like a cafe-based model. You know what? Fair. Look at this high quality lighting. I did my own stretch there. Heard a take today that, like, games should focus more on lighting quality. And I have to admit, I kind of agree. Like, you can make old games look good with some nice lighting. What do we got here? Bolero for 30. Well, there we go. That's a hero shield, isn't it? Might have been useful. Oh, that's probably the way of the hero right there. Wait. Don't we know where the water key ring is? It's on the Ocarina of Time, so this is an ice trap. Unless if every small key is a key ring for it. But that would be even sillier. I have to check this. I have to check this before... Well, no, I don't have to check this. This is not a guaranteed song. There we go, rupee refill. Sometimes you get paid. Sometimes. Actually, I'm gonna do the other side first. If you check the time, it's almost time for room key. Check in with Madame Aroma. Time-wasting book. I've almost got my money back. That's nice, at least. chicken! A whole chicken! That's cool. Alright, let's check the shops here. Deed, choose, and stick. I'm not gonna lie, choose tempt me. Choose worth it. Oh. Okay. I can't buy them because I don't have the bag yet. Stares directly at the camera. That's at night. Can't do early tingle because I don't have the thing. I guess we just check the chest that's up here. And then we go to field. Well, I'm capped. Which is actually going to inform what I do next. I'm gonna go ahead and deposit next. I just need to find a rupee and I can get the bank one check. Or, no. I need another full wallet, but... good odds we'll find that out here, let's be honest. Come on. World's easiest. You know, I invited that upon myself. What the f- I was like stuck at the top there. Here's like world's easiest seam walking. Now I'm gonna fail it all night. Just you watch. This isn't even that hard. See? Oh, there we go. Filled up wallet. Let's go straight back to turn it in. And that way we can check Guru Guru as well. Since it's nighttime. That's logic. Now I just need to find 2 rupees, and we can turn in the goods. Which, who knows, they very likely might be just on Guru Guru. That's bomb! Well, there we go, there's the rupees. Problem solved, everybody. There you go, that's why you play the game. That now opens up some check options. Oh, hold on. Let's go ahead and kind of preemptively grab you, Mr. Fish. Lon Lon Ranch Way of the Hero. That's interesting. Now that is very interesting. Show me vanilla or ranch. Show me vanilla. All right. This is good that I know where this is at least. Oh, yeah, this hole. I don't have anything to save Grandma with. So we know Gossips is dead, but we can still get info off of them. Graveyard has the forest boss key. That's not a potentially bad check then. Swamp is dead. Okay. No, because what I'm looking at it otherwise was a mystery. Fisherman game is dead. Mask of Truth is not required, and it's on Egos. Oh my god, you could hit the bird with that. Huh. That's something new. Oh, I can check the stone here at least. Bottom of the well is dead. Is that all the entrances I currently have access to? I think so. 'Cause I can't do this. I don't want another entrance I can check. It's not an important one, but it is one. So what this means is what? Icona, both ranches, Kokiri, and Death Mountain are behind either a bow or a Pona. Because a Pona unlocks... Well, could be more than that even. Either way, basically... The story here is bow or a Pona we're gonna get soon. That's actually nice timing on that. He's selling counterfeit currency. Speaking of currency, the stray fairy is a red rupee. So I've checked everything I can here then, right? Other than, I guess, Day 2 Grotto, which Given our circumstances, it may be a good idea to check Day 2 Grotto right away. Then we can warp back to OOT. And save warp back to OOT. And from there, I guess, turn the fish in at Lakeside Lab. Or, at Oceanside Lab. Fish is Child Link. But again, the only thing we have to do there is win it. The fish themselves aren't randomized. We can do the chicken. Chicken to the crate. And surely one of those four things gives us something that's progressive. Either bow, Epona's, or something that leads thereof. Wait, I have Epona's song, don't I? I do. I was like, surely this will be the next thing we get. Yeah, because I've already got it. I've had it all along. I'm a fool. Egg shop is junk. Oh, I didn't turn off Frog's Ocarina game. Yeah, let's just proceed ahead. There's actually a big old ladder there, huh? Okay, I was right. It is an immediate turn. Iframe roll! So I can actually check a couple of things. The only one that matters at the moment is I can check what is on ocean entrance. Oh, you can climb that. Things I didn't know. Oh wait, I can do it here. Epona can be summoned here. I think in MM rules, by the way, that would be 2 hits right there when I was getting out of Epona. Like, if something hits you while you're on Epona, it counts as a hit. So this is very likely cross-game. It's Death Mountain Trail. Which is somewhat unfortunate. I wanted to be here as adult. Thing is, I can't get here as adult. Well, no, I can. Though it would require either hovers or a hook shot. How the heck can't even do anything here? No. Actually, I'm gonna do some child stuff. We're gonna do those 2 child checks. Well. Child check and change anyway. Let's say that we can do this as any age, but we're child right now, so we'll do it as child. Into the cliffs. And down to the beach. Appreciate that it doesn't rain at the beach, by the way. They could have just made the weather universal, but they didn't. And it's a nice touch. Alright. Very important, we're gonna just set the controller down here for a moment. So fun fact, if you're on, like, anything that is not grass, no enemies spawn at night. So like the rocks back there, or the dirt here, both prevent night spawns. But the moment I step off this onto the green grass, it'll start spawning night spawns. Just enjoy this monsterless night. I didn't realize just how infested with peahats this area is. This is kind of ridiculous. I wonder if these are some of the busted enemy spawns that it fixes. I don't remember there being 4 fucking peahats over here. This seems excessive even by the standard of Ocarina of Time hates you. Well... That's a long fall. Ground race dead. I guess since we're here, let's go ahead and do... Well, we can peek the bottle here. And we can go do fishing. It's the bunny hood! I hate everything. That means I need a scale before I can get fast movement and OT. As child. As adult, I can just summon a Pona. Which, I guess, technically works. Come on. Let me up. This place doesn't close, does it? No. This game isn't smart enough to close. Hold A and down, you'll get it eventually. Oh, shit. Get in there. Good enough. Weigh my fish. Man, it's well keyring. Well's foolish. Boo. Do we know Lake is... No, I don't think we know Lake is foolish. It is I see child chicken, so... we do one more thing here before we go adult again. I'm pretty sure that the way this works is that because I set this to skip child Zelda, now that we've obtained the Malin check, shouldn't be anything more we have to do here. Really? Wonder how people ever figured out how to get past the guards. I guess just intensive amounts of trial and error when we were young. Seems so simple now, though. It's like there's a literal safe polygon. Yeah, we knew that. I just thought to myself, where'd my money go? And then I remembered I did fishing. If I'm correct, there's going to be no Talon here. This thing with checking out settings is, I just want to make sure that we've got this correct. Don't have any sticks or anything. So we're going to do this a slower way. I'm willing to bet the other side of The other side of Gerudo Valley is Kokiri Forest. Just call me crazy here. Hi, Zelda. There they are, the Mario portraits. Okay. We'll go adult now. So yeah, that does confirm what I suspected. Once you get the Malin check, she'll respawn back at Lon Lon Ranch. It also wasted just enough time for it to be daytime. Look at that. Why am I checking this? I already did. Oh, yeah, because I can show this. Yeah, it's a keyring water. So that other... It's the other keyring we found in the shop that an ice trap. Wait, Bakakiko was an adult trade item? Oh. Oh. Alright. Or is it because I have ageless trade items on? I think that's what it is. It's because I have ageless trade items on. Either way, we know that there's nothing going on up with Zelda. That's the important part. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I might actually kind of like having, well, I go back and forth on one setting in particular, and that's, like, keeping your age in Majora's Mask. Because on the one hand, I worry that, like, FD Anywhere, it's going to just open up a lot of, like, BS. But on the other hand... Dang, I was hoping I could just go right through there. On the other hand, I think it kind of sells the narrative a little more. I gotta resummon Epona. Like, it sells the narrative that these are connected more. Do you hear that? Oh, okay. Epona's right there. I was preparing to be like, you hear that? Epona spawned out. Epona, what have you done? What? What have you done? Okay. We are on. There. Okay. We have successfully unstuck ourselves. Now we have to worry about gaining speed, I guess. I'm not losing my angle for nothing. There we go. Should I? Nah. Show me Kokiri. Dang, it's ranch. There's nothing I can do here as adult, is there? I killed the race with Malon. Nobody wants to do the race with Malon. Search your feelings, you know this to be true. There are no, well, this is only accessible as adult. Until we find the Ocarina of Time, because I'm pretty sure I turned on age swapping with the Ocarina of Time while you have the Ocarina of Time. So that's the only way you can get there as a child, so... We know Lon Lon Ranch is Way of the Hero. I think this might just be a case of we're going to have to come back here with the Ocarina. So what do we do here, then? Could it be as simple as just, It's gotta be day 3 MM, then. It's got to be either the Romani Ranch entrance or the Night 3 chest at the inn. I'm gonna check just to be sure of one thing here. Pakakuko, is that the child one or the adult one? That is the adult one, okay. So I am going to need to go turn that into her. We'll do that right away. What's north of Cac? Oh yeah, Gerudo Fortress. It's like always Gerudo Fortress. Hilarious every time it happens, but weirdly frequent for me. There's a world where Romani Ranch is vanilla, by the way. Which would certainly be a choice. Stupid old man, move. She is not still here at night. checked everything that's freely available at Graveyard. Because Graveyard is Way of the Hero. I'm just gonna speed this up. No point in waiting around for 5 minutes. I love how I always land these in that exact, like, donut hole of, like, post-morning transition, but pre-music startup. The crispy morning air. Wow, $5. I guess I could do child cack as well. That's something I haven't done yet. It's maybe slightly faster to do this. I could do child cack. I think we do child cack, then we do day 3 MM. One thing I am noticing in both these seeds is that the initial, like, startup feels very slow. If it was just one seed, I'd say maybe it was just, you know, a bad seed. It's nighttime. It's nighttime, and that's going to inform my choices. We're going to MM. Oh, shoot. No, never mind. I literally just had a panic moment of like, wait, did I put my groceries away? And then I remembered, yeah, I did. I had to make sure to do it because the dish soap I got fell over, opened up on the bag, and was spilling out the whole way home, it turns out. That was fun. Thankfully, I put it in a bag with things that were, you know, relatively sealed. Grab that while we're here. There's nothing of value on night 2, right? I guess one thing we could do is we could backflip into Bomber's hideout. Backflip into Bomber's hideout and do Moon's Tier and prime the Deku Salesman. That's gotta be a small chest then, right? Yeah, I feel like if that was a big chest, we'd have seen it. Yeah, it's a small... Well, of course it's a small chest. We don't have Stone of Agony, duh. Well, still getting practice with that trick is always useful. Seeds. Great. Well, I can at least... do this. Yeah, okay, we knew that. It's actually fine. I kind of want the day to tick over while I'm under here. Jerk. I can't do anything there. But I could go to Graveyard and check what's in it. Not that that would really help right now. I need speed, so summon my horse. couple things I can do here. Start with the obviousest one. Start with the obviousest one and advance the final day. We'll race the Gorman Bros. Alright, gotta focus up for this one. It's the only race we have to do. Stupid wall. It's fine, we're not in trouble yet. Alright, we got him. Like, I need to literally, like, leave my horse outside here. Or else they won't try to sell me milk. Just to see if the... I'm pretty sure the milk is randomized. Yes, okay. Their milk is randomized. We have to keep that in mind. It is, of course, nothing important. I'm gonna just leave Epona here. That's disappointing because that means of the 2 places left, Ranch and Kokiri, that means that one of them is behind Bo, the other is behind Hookshot and Garo Gibdo. Both of them. Huh. Well, that's something. Not much of something, but something. This should be vanilla. Yep. Without randomized rupees. check day 3 chest. Check day 3 chest, then I guess we go and we check Bolero. Well, I guess, no, because, yeah, we can't knock the thing out of Skull Kid's hand, so yeah. It's this, it's Bolero. Technically, for Kokiri Forest, we could also get there with the first scale, because we do know where River is. Though technically, to get there as Child, it would still require bombs. Magic. That doesn't do anything of value, but it was required. There's a very real world where this is Dodongo's. Ice cavern with no bottle. Really? Fuck you, I want that money. I can't even do anything in here. What's that, a bloopy? It looks like a bloopy. I'm trying to think what we could do right now. Problem is the roster of options is pretty thin. Where's the... I kind of was on horse race, which doesn't help at all. I'm trying to think what the attachments off of here were. It was mountain. It was, which we can't do anything more at mountain. Swamp was vanilla. Ocean. As far as I understand it, there's nothing more we can do at ocean. Without a hook. I have a sneaking suspicion that it might want me to get a bomb chew bag. Because I can get to Goron City. Okay, now Discord's really popping off now. I actually do have to mute it. I can get to Goron City. But I don't have any means of activating the warp to Kokiri Forest. There's a few things I can do that I've been putting off. One of them because I don't want to do it, the other one because I'm not actually sure if I can do it. But I guess we're about to find out. if I have a wallet upgrade, I could buy the Lens of Truth. Oh, hold on. The child, I can kill this. But yeah, these aren't randomized. Get my settings confused. That's a fill setting. I have these off, period. Though, I'll admit, his logic on enabling them in dungeons does intrigue me. Yeah, okay, so this requires a bomb bag. This one, meanwhile, I was putting off because I just didn't want to do it. You know what? The aim on this isn't that bad. Fuck, fuck. Well, there goes 20 rupees. It's always say forget about the double blues. Well, I'm not forgetting again. Bitch! Wow, that worked. I don't know how that just worked. Well, now I got a perfect it the rest of the way. Nope, you know what? If this is it, I'm just going to give up. I need this money. I need this money too much. That's OT. That hero shield is 15, but I don't need it. Provides me 0 appreciable benefit. An MM bean that is affordable. But the only bean-related chests, as far as I'm aware, are not. I'm just gonna skip ahead tonight here. We're getting late enough in today's proceedings that I need to kind of speed some stuff along. Okay, you know what? Let's stay zoomed in. I like how when you look up, by the way, even like at that far, you can tell that that the skybox is actually just a big circle rotating. That's a bottle, isn't it? The question is, does a bottle in OOT get me anything? Of that, I am not sure. Postman's game I have set to require the bunny hood. Be amazed if that worked. Can't open any of the graves. Don't have lens to do Shiro. Already checked Goron shop. I sincerely hope the game isn't expecting me to cringe swim. That would be quite annoying. There is one more thing I can do. Hi, buddy, I have some paper for you. I'd be mad if this was it all along. It wasn't. Okay. But it does get rid of that goddamn beeping. Which, frankly, some things are better than gold. Well, no. That's the problem, is like once I start doing the speed up, I start using it for every little like stretch where I'm not in combat. This is the problem of me. Oh, that's tied to my tunic color. Oh, that's neat. So it'll always sync up. I should check if my hair... I think my hair color in the child mod... Well, that's right, it doesn't matter because I don't have ageless tunics. Alright, let's check the cack shops again. There's gotta be something that I have missed. Like, I've got to have missed a bow or a hook shot somewhere. At this point. I know it's not on skulls. I definitely remember that. Graveyard is way the hero, but there's nothing more I can do in Graveyard. Unless there's beans somewhere I can plant. Oh yeah, probably need it to be daytime here. I don't know, are these shops open at night? There is child chicken game, I guess. Oh, there's the cow. I didn't check the cow. We can check the cow grotto while we're here. Worst case scenario is gonna be if it's fucking child chicken game. Because I've just repeatedly put off coming here as child. OOT potion. Those are all OOT potions. There's the water boss key, which I can afford, but I don't know where water is, so that doesn't help me. Pretty sure I checked in here, but let's just be sure. Yep. Grandma, I think, requires that I give her the odd mushroom before she'll let me buy potions off her. Yep. There's a very real chance that's why the odd potion was required. You're not open, right? Yeah, you're still... I don't have child access to... Or I don't have adult access to Well and Deku on. Nut. Let me grab the piece of heart that's in here. That'll give me an extra container. Jerk. Didn't they work on this one? It's the only one where they forgot to program, like, the ability for you to slide off. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. I hate my controller. I hate it so much. I'm a baby. I need notches. Already picked up the song check off him. There's nothing up here I can do, right? Haha. Got it in two. We already did down pay. That's a boss key, so that's the way of the hero. We don't have Sun Song, we don't have ZL, correct? Correct. Only Bolero and Eponas. The way of the hero is that boss key. This requires a boat access. What does it want me to do then? Because there are actually 3 entrances still that we haven't checked, but I can't get to one without Gerudo card, and a hook shot, And theoretically, Lens of Truth. You don't think it expects me to lensless, weaponless, get past the invisible skull and open that chest in the lens cave, do you? That would be such toxicity if it wanted that. The only area I haven't really explored is, I guess, mountain. Because I don't have hooks, so I can't do adult fishing. I don't have hooks, so I can't do Lakeside Lab. I have Goron, so I can't do Hugo. Lens is logically required to access Lens Cave. Or, not Lens Cave, Goron Shrine up there. I need Goron to do anything here. I need Deku and the green deed to sell to the Deku Shrub. I need Goron to buy off the Deku Shrub. I have Camaro. I know what I need to do. I don't like it, but I think I see what I need to do. It's Camaro. Well, okay, I know what I'm doing here. It'll be a fair hunk of movement. Fair hunk of movement, so I'm gonna actually speed up. I want to check this. There's two things I need to check. We're also going to finally slow down time. Oh yeah, Pona. Good, that's actually good for me. So we're gonna start by checking back here, because there is one thing I didn't check. Well, you know what? We got time. Stray fairy. Great Bay stray fairy. Okay. Just preemptively return to spawn because it's a faster way back to Clocktown. That's one of the quirks of this seed in particular, and the way these spawns shook out is a save and quit is basically a free trip back to Clocktown. Alright. Ooh, actually, while we're here, let's also check if I need the biggest wallet. I probably do! Wonderful. Goodbye, nuts. There they go, my 10 nuts. We're just immediately gonna advance to the next night. Well, that is a check. It is technically our progress continues. I'm also realizing I had never checked on here. But it's just Sniffa. What the? What? Okay. That time I definitely held right on the stick and I went to the left. Whatever happened there was not on me. Well, that's something. Nothing good, because we know that Southern Swamp is foolish. Come on, give me something. Did I just negotiate a hostage situation? It's also completely not useful for me. Alright, now I'm curious. Documents up here twice, which is pointless. Let me go to downloads. This is why I gen spoiler logs for this. What does it expect me to do that I'm not thinking of doing? Okay, so no, the fact that I keep getting the Ocean Deed is just random. My starting items are forced for Progressive Goron Lullaby 1. So you start with the half lullaby. Song of Time MM. Goron, the 2 tunics, which I need to turn off. I forgot to do that. And then a singular ocarina, so that gives you enough to, like, cycle reset in MM. Okay, spheres. Here we go. So you immediately start off with Termina access. You can immediately buy the Fire Temple boss key, Epona Song Bolero, and get the Master Sword. Meteor Shield and OOT, Bottle of Milk and OOT, and Fairy Slingshot, correct. 1 magic upgrade. You can clear the Ice Cavern Silver Rupee room, get the Light Medallion, and get Stone Tower Temple keyring. So I'm good through the first 3 spheres. Oh, hold on. I see what it wants me to do. I'm a fool. What it wants me to do is it wants me to buy the milk bottle and then use the milk bottle to access Ice Cavern. So whatever I need is an Ice Cavern. Okay. That makes sense. I'd completely forgotten about Ice Cavern for some reason. Yeah, there's a ton of checks in Ice Cavern. As soon as I saw Ice Cavern map chest in, like, the 4th sphere, I was like, oh, I realized what I fucked up. That was, what, 80 rupees? You know what? Just fill my wallet. So there's my OOT bottle. Technically, I guess I could do that as child. I'm gonna do it as child. Oh, never mind, I can't do it as child. That's another one of those locked situations. That's fun, sped up. Good news is we already have the silver keys set. So this place probably gives me Bomb's hookshot or bow. And if I'd actually been using my brain. I panicked. I saw the bat and I panicked. Okay, that wasn't panicking. That's just bad collision detection. I hate that platform, actually. That platform sucks. It's not centered, and I don't like it as a result. Just drink my milk. Sucks with one bottle, by the way. I was actually content to wait there. I was content to wait in the ice because I was like, if I mash and pop out, the bat's just gonna get me. That's technically a check or two. It's for sure 1 in MM. I'm not sure if it's 1 in OOT. Jerk. Boop. Let me in. Tier. Well, now there's plenty we can do when we go back to MM. Mine. And now, for this room. Fuck. Well, in that case, we'll pick this room up next time, I guess. Because I have to go through all that again, and I don't really want to right now. Especially because we're like... No, it's a 0. That was a 6. I was like, what do you mean we're past 60 seconds? That's not even possible. No, yeah, we're like 4 minutes to when we wrap up anyway. We're not getting through this whole dungeon in 4 minutes anyway. Well, mini dungeon, but still. So yeah, we'll clear up that last chest, yeah. Moon's Tier Keaton mask definitely leads to what we're looking for. That was just I made a logical oopsie there. Which, to be fair, it didn't cost me much. Like, that was like the second trip through the shops of MM that I realized, oh yeah, there's stuff here. That's right. Or I was like, oh yeah, that's a bottle. Like an actual bottle that you do bottle things with. But, anyway, for today, I'm getting out of here. I'll be back on Friday. Same bat time, same bat station with more Final Fantasy X. For real. I swear I won't sleep instead of stream. We will, in fact, do Xanark and Druid's things this time. And then Monday might be the finale of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. The game has given me the point of no return. So what we're going to do is we're going to load up on Monday. We're going to do the arena battles I've been putting off. Spend that money to see if we can get anybody else to their final stage. And then we're going to go to the point of no return. And maybe we finish it on Monday. Maybe it takes one more week, but that game is almost in the history books. I need to come up with something new on Monday. And then next week, Wednesday, we'll probably pick this seed up again and see how far we get. It'll probably be the last time we pick it up, just because then I'll have like, if I can't feel like I've made appreciable progress to where it's kind of, you know, it's clearly dungeon time by the end of 2 streams, then there's something wrong with the settings that needs to be adjusted again to make that a little clearer. And so that's all I got. I will get out of here and do things like dishes and maybe BG3, although I need to restart. Well, no, I can just use my laptop for voice chat and my phone. I could just, you know, slum it. Because for some weird reason, Discord connects me to VC, but I do not receive or send actual data. It's weird. I assume I need to restart, but I'm lazy. Anyway, bye!